30,000 soldiers of the Ibn Sa'd surrounded Imam al-Hussein salawatullahi alayhi. But when he fell from his horse, what he said? Ilahi sabran ala bala'ik. He said that, I'm still trying to achieve my goal. You killed my sons, you killed my brothers, you killed my companions, but I am not going to leave my cause. This is the iman, this is the faith. And you see that this is not the only one who actually established the state of patience. You see that at the time of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. That in the Battle of Uhud, at the end, about 60 soldiers from the camp of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, got martyred. But the Quraysh, the people of Mecca who came to Medina to fight Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, they were full of revenge. So what they did, they didn't only kill the Prophet's companions, they also actually went through the process of mutilating the bodies, disfiguring the bodies. They opened actually the heart of Hamza, the uncle of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. You know that Hamza was the fostering brother of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. He liked his uncle Hamza because he was always actually offering protection for Prophet when he was in Mecca. Is that right? So when Hind and also the master of Wahshi, who actually was responsible for the killing of Hamza, they asked him first to kill Ali ibn Abi Talib salawatullah alayhi. And he said, no, I cannot kill him because this guy is full of awareness and he is not leaving me to take opportunity of his actually forgetfulness. Said, I can take out Hamza, but not Ali, because Hamza is getting so immersed into the fighting, he is not going to pay attention in his surroundings. So his surroundings, he will not pay attention to his surroundings. That's why I would be able to take him out. Then actually he threw the spear at Hamza salawatullah alayhi, and then Hind, the wife of Abi Sufyan, came to the battlefield and did what she did to the body of Hamza rahmatullahi alayha. And when Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, after the conclusion of the war, he saw the body of Hamza, he was so sad and he was crying. And Muslimin, they said, Ya Rasulullah, if we get this kuffar in another occasion, we are going to do to 70 of them what they did to Hamza. They wanted to do retaliation. But you see that what the verse of Quran came down that dissuaded them actually not to do retaliation, but exercise sabr. فعاقبوا بمثل ما عوقبتم إليه بما عوقبتم فعاقبوا بمثل ما عوقبتم وإن تصبروا لهو خير لكم. But if you exercise patience, this would be better for you. And then Prophet said, Sabarna, we are going to exercise patience. But you see that this patience was very important. It had a great effect on the success of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wasallam. The success which is actually represented in this verse of Quran. إذا جاء نصر الله والفتح ورأيت الناس يدخلون في دين الله أفواجا. You see that the patience of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam made people of Mecca to change their hearts and accept Islam. You know, that's the issue, that if you go through the killing and retaliation, so the cycle of violence would be continued. The only way to stop the cycle of violence is that you exercise patience and forgive. And this is what Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wasallam did. This is what the Quran says. وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَاكَ إِلَّا رَحْمَةً لِلْعَالَمِينَ. Rahmat of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wasallam was producing patience. And this patience made kuffar of Quraysh to convert into the Islam. Then when he actually conquered Mecca, you see many of these people from Mecca, they persecuted Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam for 13 years. They were actually torturing his companions. They tortured Sumayya, the mother of Ammar, to death. And his father too. That's why Prophet, when he was passing and he was witnessing the torture of Yasir and Sumayya, he was saying that Sabran ya ala Yasir fa inna maw'idakumul Jannah. You know, you are going to Jannah. This is the promise. Exercise patience. Sumayya, Yasir, exercise patience, because the Jannah, the paradise, would be your actually eternal home. So what he said to the people of Mecca, they were actually somehow scared that maybe Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam would retaliate for this 13 years of persecution. So he talked to them. He said, Ya ma'ashara Quraysh, ma tarawna anni fa'ilun fikum. What do you think I'm going to do with you after you had done to me for 13 years? What was their answer? The answer was in the way that they were asking forgiveness. قالوا خيرا. We don't expect but the goodness from you. أخ كريم وابن أخ كريم. You are a generous brother and you are the son of generous brother. Then he said to them, Rasulullah, قال اذهبوا فأنتم الطلقاء. Go and you are all free from punishment. I'm not going to punish you. I'm going to say to you, as Yusuf salawatullah alayhi said to his brothers, لا تثريب عليكم اليوم. No blame would be on you this day. يغفر الله لكم. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will forgive you. وهو أرحم الراحمين. Is the most merciful. And you see that even Wahshi, even though they talked about the mercy of Prophet, he was so scared that when he found out that Prophet is entering Mecca, he ran away from Mecca. And the Prophet said that he is pardoned. He didn't believe till Prophet, according to Hadith, till Prophet himself wrote a letter to him, and he opened the letter with this verse of Quran: قل يا عبادي الذين أسرفوا على أنفسهم لا تقنطوا من رحمة الله إن الله يغفر الذنوب جميعا. Oh, my servant who transgressed actually the boundary of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They did israf to themselves. Israf means that you are actually doing the evil and you are not doing the goodness. لا تقنطوا من رحمة الله. Don't be despair of Allah's mercy. لا تقنطوا. Qunut means to be in a state of desperation. إن الله يغفر الذنوب جميعا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will forgive all your actually sins. Then you see that the person, someone like Ali ibn Abi Talib salawatullahi alayhi, according to the hadith, when I actually saw this hadith, I was in a state of thinking for a while that that when Abdul Rahman ibn Muljam al-Muradi, he actually he had Imam Ali alayhi salam's head with the sword. Then Imam Ali alayhi salam passed away because of this injury. According to this hadith, he actually suggested to Imam al-Hasan alayhi salam to forgive Abdul Rahman ibn Muljam, not to kill him. But at the same time said, this is your right, because according to the Islamic jurisprudence, the right of retaliation would be for the older son, the survived older son. But he suggested to forgive him. And his forgiveness, his mercy, Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib, was compatible to the rahmat, to the mercy of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wasallam. And so, just go back to the notion of patience. Brothers and sisters, Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam had a goal. What was his goal? First, to give the message to people that when you see Yazid not Islam, is not Islam. Because unfortunately at that time, people were looking at the Khalifa as Islam itself. So Imam Hussein alayhi salam wanted to say that this Khalifa is not qualified, and what he is doing is not representing Islam. Because the problem was that if Imam Hussein alayhi salam was not, standing against Yazid, then in future people were actually becoming against Islam itself. They were actually fighting Islam itself. They were leaving Islam because they were thinking that Islam is promoting injustice. So that's why it was necessary for Imam Hussein alayhi salam to stand up against Yazid ibn Muawiyah. Okay. And also, that's why he exercised patience to the full extent in order to establish this principle that according to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the best jihad, the best striving is that to talk the truth in the face of unjust ruler. أفضل الجهاد كلمة حق عند سلطان جائر. So that's why Imam al-Hussein salawatullahi alayhi offered his life as sacrifice to promote the word of freedom, the word of justice, according to a one hadith, one of the Muslims asked Imam Ali ibn al-Husayn alayhi salam, who was the winner in the battle of Karbala? You or Hussein or Yazid? You know what was the answer of Imam Zain al-Abidin? He said, قال له علي بن الحسين إذا أردت أن تعلم من غلب ودخل وقت الصلاة فأذن ثم أقم. If you want to see who was the winner in the battle of Karbala, wait for the time of Salat. If you hear the azan, when you hear the iqamah, then you will know who was the winner. Because continued existence of Salat was due to the sacrifice of Imam al-Husayn salawatullahi alayhi. That's why you are saying, أشهد أنك قد أقمت الصلاة وآتيت الزكاة وأمرت بالمعروف ونهيت عن المنكر. So, brothers and sisters, you see that many of Ahlul Bayt offered sacrifice for the cause of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Among of them was Qasim, the son of Imam al-Hasan salawatullahi alayhi. And as I said, 6 other brothers also participated in the same battle. You know, he asked Imam Hussein alayhi salam to go to the battlefield, and Imam was hesitant to send him because, 6 brothers already got martyred. And but then he asked him this question: how do you see the death? How do you see the death? What was his answer? He was only 13 years old, 14 years old. He said, death for your cause is sweeter for me than the honey. أحلى من العسل, as this brother said. أحلى من العسل. And just compare what he said to the statement of Ibrahim's son. When Ibrahim told him, I have a dream that I'm slaughtering you. What is your view? What he said? He said, يا أبت افعل ما تؤمر ستجدني إن شاء الله من الصابرين. Do as you are commanded by Allah, and you will find me among the patients. You see that how close is the statement of Ibrahim's son and the statement of Qasim, the son of Imam al-Hasan salawatullahi alayhi. And Qasim salawatullahi alayhi went to the battlefield, and an enemy by the name of Murrah ibn Qunfudh, he said that I'm going to take him out and make his mother to cry over him. Someone told him, leave him alone. Many people surrounded him. You don't need to do anything. He said, no, I'm going to do it. And then when Qasim salawatullah alayhi was busy to fix his sandal, he came forward and hit the head of Qasim salawatullah alayhi with a sword or gladius. And here Qasim called upon his uncle. He said, Ya Amma adrikni alayka min as-salam. When Imam alayhi salam arrived at the place of Qasim, he noticed that his actually legs are moving. Actually, he was about to depart this world. So this is what Imam al-Hussein salawatullah alayhi said, it is very difficult for me that you call me and I'm not able to answer you. Or I answer you, but I cannot help you. Or I can help you, but my helping would not avail you. يعز علي يا قاسم بني أن تدعوه فلا يجيبك أو يجيبك فلا يعينك أو يعينك فلا يغني عنك. And Imam Salawatullah alayhi took the body of Qasim alayhi salam and moved him to the tent in which Ali al-Akbar Salawatullah alayhi was laid down over there. So according to the report, he was looking first to Qasim or first to Ali al-Akbar, and he was saying, Wa Ali Then he was looking at the face of Qasim and he was saying, Wa Qasima, Wa Qasima, Wa Aliyah. Imam al-Hujjan salawatullah alayhi is talking about Karbala, and he said, when the woman saw your horse distraught and observed your saddle twisted, they came out from the tents, they shelving their hair, striking unveiled cheeks, and they were calling, lamenting and wailing, hastening towards your wounding place, to place that you were wounded. Assalamu alayka ya Aba Abdullah. فلما رأينا النساء جوادك مخزيا ونظرن سرجك عليهم الويا برزن من الخدور ناشرات الشعور على الخدود لاطمات وعن الوجوه صافرات وبالعويل داعيات. صلى الله عليك يا أبا عبد الله وعلى الأرواح التي حلت بفنائك. السلام على الحسين وعلى علي بن الحسين وعلى أولاد الحسين وعلى أصحاب الحسين الذين بذلوا مهجهم دون الحسين عليه السلام. اللهم بلغ أرواح المؤمنين والمؤمنات والمسلمين والمسلمات الأحياء منهم والأموات، تابع بيننا وبينهم بالخيرات إنك مجيب الدعوات. اللهم بلغ أرواحهم جميعا، خصوصا أرواح موتى من حضر جمعنا، ثواب الفاتحة مع الصلوات.
Thank you for your services. Inshallah, we see you in the next Muharram for all these series of lecture. And thank you one more. Thanks again. Inshallah, a few minutes we're going to be Azan and Maghribain. Then after that is going to be Urdu Majalis. And please, if you want to do the wuzu, you can do the wuzu right now. Shukriya.